Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's session, we will be studying personality. Before initiating personality, I really would like to add something in your knowledge that personality is not a simple process. It is quite complex because personality is not made up of single characteristic. It includes a variety of characteristics within the individual. Or we can say that personality is a dynamic organization within the individual. So let's get started. Topics. At the end of this video, you are able to define definition of personality, elements of personality, factors in shaping of personality, personality traits and types of personality. Also, I'm going to ask one question at the end of this video to make this session more engaging and to make sure that you guys have really explored this topic well. Definition: the sum total of ways in which an individual reacts and interacts with others is known as personality. An individual have various characteristics. So, the way in which they react and interact with others altogether is known as personality. You can very well understand by this images, this below images. The very first, she is smiling. In another image, she is thinking something. And in another image, she's scared of something, she's afraid of something. So all together she's forming her personality as she's possessing different characteristics. Next is elements of personality. The very first is personality represents distinctive traits. Yes, each individual has distinctive trait. We cannot say everybody is identical in their traits. We will study about traits further. Next is, it is an integrating and organizing agent between physiological and psychological facets of an individual. Yes, personality acts as an integrating and organizing agent between physiological and psychological facets of an individual. Let's understand this by an example. Physiological needs, we can say that power to overcome something. And psychological facets means and emotions within the individual. So here personality acts as an agent in terms of integrating and organizing. पर्सनालिटी इंटीग्रेट करती है और ऑर्गेनाइज करती है इंडिविजुअल्स के इमोशंस को टू ओवरकम इन अ मैनर टू एक्ट स्मार्टली. Then third is, it is unique in nature. Everybody has unique personality. We cannot say they are identical to each other. We always say they are distinctive to each other. Everybody has their own unique personality. For this, it becomes habitual to the person. Yes, personality never formed in one day or 1 month. It is habitual to the person. It takes many years to form one's personality. Last is, it results finally into action, behavior in relation to a person, organization, or situation. Once a personality is formed, it takes into action. It finally takes his behavior and his relation, his way of interaction into actions so that another person can understand about his or her personality. Factors in shaping of personality. There are certain factors which helps in shaping of one's personality. They are given below. The very first is heredity. Heredity plays a very important role in shaping one's personality. How? Because it is unique in nature as it is transmitted from our own ancestors and parents. Facial composition, muscle composition, physical stature or attractiveness, they are all transmitted from our own parents. So it is unique in nature and at the end they will help in shaping of our own personality. Second is brain. Brain also plays a very important role in shaping of one's personality because through brain only we have a power to think intellectually, or to make some perception about something or everything. The third is emotional makeup or temperament. Through emotional makeup or temperament, we are able to justify ourselves. We are able to define ourselves. So, it also plays a very important role in shaping our behavior or personality. Fourth is interest. Interest also plays important role in shaping of personality because every individual has various interests in their domain or to achieve their goals. Fifth is motives. Motives are inner drives of an individual to achieve their objective, to reach their goals, to meet their goals. So it also helps in shaping of one's personality. Sixth is physical trait. Physical trait also plays a very important role because individual's external appearance may have a tremendous effect on his personality. It is generally observed that a good physical appearance is an asset for the job of salesperson and public relations. Next is family factors. Factors also influences the behavior of a person, specifically in the earlier stages. The nature of such influence will depend on the following factors such as family size, race, religion, geographical location. Altogether, they form a personality of an individual as per their family factors. Eighth is social factors. The status of a family in the society influences individuals' perception about self, others, work, money, etc. Social factor also plays a very important role because it is inherited from one's own society. It is inherited from our society. Let's say status, power, social belongingness, all together they form a personality. Last is situational factor. Yes, sometimes there are some situations which also forms one personality and it is also helps in changing one's personality. Let's have a look on the personality traits. There are three personality traits of an individual. The very first is authoritarianism, second is Machiavellism, third is introversion and extroversion. Let's start with the very first, authoritarianism. The person of this category is really very committed, is really very rigid to his nature. They are committed towards their goals and towards their values. They cannot be changed easily. So we can say that they are not flexible in nature. I can give you one example as well. The example of leaders. Leaders are highly committed towards their goals. They're highly committed to motivate their employees, to help their co-workers, to provide them directions so that they are able to reach their goals, they are able to meet their objectives. Second is Machiavellism. The person of this category is highly pragmatic. They are very diplomatic kind of person. They are generally achieve their goals when they meet face to face because they have a power to manipulate the individuals. They are generally not successful in case if they are dealing with the individual indirectly, means through social media or some other networks. The third is introversion and extroversion. The very first introversion is a person who is really shy and quiet, who generally not introversion people are less interactive. They generally don't like meeting with people or to become sociable. But the people in extroversion category are highly sociable, highly agreeable, They like to meet people. They are highly open. The people of this category means the people of extroversion category are likely to be selected for management position because they are open with the people, they are open to meet with society and other community to make the organization successful. Last topic is types of personality. There are two types of personality. One is type A, another is type B. Let's see the people of type A. The personality of type A is always moving, walks rapidly, talks rapidly, is impatient. They are highly impatient and they feel time pressure as well. Does two things at a time. They are really very multitasking. Measure success by quantity. They measure their success by quantity, let's say by their productivity. Is aggressive in nature. They are highly aggressive. And last is competitive. They are competitive in nature. Next is type B personality. Is never in hurry. They are highly sluggish or lethargic. They never rush. Next, does not brag. Is he patient? They are patient in nature. Next is plays for fun, not for win. They enjoy their work. They are never ever committed for their success. Relaxes without guilt. Is mild mannered. They are never be aggressive. They're quite happy kind of person. Next and last has no pressing deadlines. They're never in hurry. They never have a pressure to meet the deadlines. Let's see how the people of different personality types act. Type A people are really very aggressive. They are impatient, feels time pressure. But the people of type B category is mild mannered and they are patient as well. They are never in hurry. They always enjoy their work. Now I come up with the question for you guys. And the question is, which type of personality are you? Are you personality type A or B? Please write in the comment section below. I'm waiting for your answers.